Welcome back, guys. It's me. I have bangs and I have no hat. And today I wanted to talk about the work environment. I feel like I take, oopsie, that's dead to me. I feel like I take a bunch of like really boring topics and I still talk about them because honestly I find them interesting and I think they're important. It's like just life things that like I wish more people talked about. So that's what I want to do in this video. But before I get into it, how are you guys? That's my fridge. That was not planned. All right, so I hope you guys are good. I hope everyone's doing well. It's Christmas break now, so everyone should be getting litty because we're not at school. I say we're because like I haven't been in school in 2 years, but you're not in school, so congratulations. That's exciting. Honestly, just like embrace this time. Get like freaking drunk, yo, but like not too drunk and like don't like make bad decisions, and also like don't hook up with people from high school because, whoa, if it didn't work out then, it's probably not going to work out now. That's how I feel about it. And then also, if you do hook up or if you do anything, whatever, like it's going to be weird every year thereafter. So as horny as you are and as happy as you are to be home, don't freaking hook up with people that you went to high school with because that creates drama. That's just like small town. Like that just keeps mixing things and just, you don't need to do that. You don't need that drama in your life. So now that little negative advices aside, so I wanted to talk about work environment and workplace environment. So for those of you guys that don't know, I recently moved, and in this moving, I had to get a new job because I didn't move with a job. I moved and then I was like, I'm gonna get a job, which once again, would not recommend that, but that's okay. That's what we did. So honestly, the way I did it is like I feel like I'm just like hopping into the most boring stuff. I'm really sorry. But I paid my rent ahead of time. So I like tried to plan ahead. I tried to give myself a little time to get a job. So I paid my rent so I wouldn't have to be worried about spending that money. So I just kind of like set it aside, put it away for that purpose. And then I started the job hunt. And it was a little eye-opening because there was a bunch of like, I wanted to work in a more office-y environment. And then, no, just kidding. I wanted to work in a more office environment because I thought I really liked the professional atmosphere. I love a good business meeting. I love a panel. I love all that stuff. So I thought I could work in a business. I could start at the bottom and work my way to the top. So I started looking, and basically it was like, you're underqualified, you're underqualified, you're underqualified, which my 1-year Bible degree would beg to differ. Just kidding. No, I totally agreed. It was like, gosh, this sucks. Like I'm underqualified. The jobs that I want to do, I can't do. So I decided to kind of do like a little like out of high school job that I'm like, I figure anyone could probably get. So I decided to start working at, and I'm not going to say where it is, but I decided to work at a department store and I got hired. I feel like I had a good first impression. I mean, I can say I had a good first impression. I don't really know. I liked them. The manager that hired me, he was just recently leaving because he got promoted in his other jobs, so that was exciting. I feel like I did kind of get to know that community pretty quickly, and they were really nice. It was weird to me because it was a vibe that I wouldn't normally work in. This is like the kind of place that I shop at personally once every 2 years when I need a pair of jeans. Like I never shop at this place, so it was weird kind of like coming into this community of people that live to shop. And one of my coworkers, he's like, I was like, oh, you know, I'll shop once every 2 months and I'll probably drop $100. Wow, this is really shiny right here. I'll probably drop like $100. And he just like looked at me funny and he was like, I spent $4,000 on shoes this year alone. And it was like, you and I, we are not the same. Actually, no, it was $2,000, but still, $2,000. And he said he bought 14 different pairs of shoes, and like shoes are his thing, but also he has like a really nice car and like which is fine, but like it was basically like that was kind of an indicator of like, I am different than these people. And that's not like a bad thing. I feel like you can like learn to get along with anyone, and there was like a lot of really nice people there. Everyone was so nice, like everyone was really helpful, like training me in, really kind, which was like, honestly, can't thank them enough like for how nice they were to me. Yeah, like they were just, I don't want to say like they were welcoming, because like, you know, whatever, like that's not really the vibe of the place, but like they were really nice. Like they did, like no one made me feel like Like they were just, you know, it was nice. It was like, okay, I'm a worker and now I work at this place. I think I'm a little more friendly. I'm a little more like out there than most people are, so it was probably a little much for that environment. But don't worry, I like toned it down a little bit. But yeah, so like I toned it down. Okay, I toned it down. I'm just gonna rest assured I was more chill. Anyway, but yeah, I started working at that place, and I think mentally, I don't think I was like in a good place because I had just moved. I was dealing with being alone for the first time, and dealing with being lonely for the first time, and honestly, just really, really sad, kind of like questioning my place in the world. You know, just your average run of the mill Tuesday stuff or whatever. But I think like all those questions were things that needed to happen. Like you kind of have to ask yourself what you want out of the world, what you want out of your life, and what kind of person you want to be. And I just don't think I was like in the right headspace to do a good job. I hadn't decided I was going to do a good job yet. I thought I needed to get a job, and I got a job, and I brought minimum effort to this job. I mean, like I did a good job when I was there, but like for me, being late is always a thing, and I just like didn't care enough about the job. I think because I'm like I was just like in other areas, you know. So I wasn't showing them that I cared. I wasn't showing them that I respected them. Which, by the way, this is pro tip: do not work for a business if you don't respect them. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Because it just creates like a really toxic environment. Like heading into work and thinking, I don't care about this place. Like, then don't work there. Do not work there. Only work at a place if you respect the people, like if you respect the company, if you respect the company's mission. And that was another thing is like this, I guess like I learned a little bit more about the brand like from working there. And it was a little interesting because it's like, every season, you know, like some of the stuff, how they did it was really smart. It was really cool. Like basically they pay attention to sales, and like they'll change their floor plans accordingly. So I thought that was really interesting. Like what's selling, what's not selling, and like placement in the store. That's genius. That's smart. So like they would send people to like go in and rearrange the store. Super, super smart. If that's what they were doing. I think that's what they were doing. But it was kind of interesting to see like this brand that obviously they're kind of a part of fast fashion, which I don't really have an issue with trends. I love a good trend. I think that's part of like what being in your era is like. That's what being alive is like. You know what I mean? That's what being alive is like. That's what being part of whatever era you're alive in. Like that's what makes it so cool. I can't really say that sentence, but I think like to push people down or be like, that's dumb. You shouldn't like we should be wearing clogs forever in Kingdom Come or whatever. It's like, no, like if you think something's cute, like buy it, you know. Like if you want to like embrace the style, or if you find something that like really resonates with you, like purchase that stuff, you know, scoop that up. Like that's part of what like being alive, you know, it's just part of it, you know. So like to totally ignore like the trends and the fashion from your era is to, I feel like, miss out on a period, like to miss out on a part of your life. But anyway, so like I'm not opposed to buying cute clothes that you really like and kind of staying up with the trends. I think that's good, and I think that's important. I think that's a fun thing. You don't have to do it if you want to, but I don't think you have to feel bad about it if you do, you know? But it was interesting to see just like, I feel like jeans, great quality jeans, really good quality jeans. But as far as like their other items went, I think like they went with like a cheaper fabric, and that was frustrating because it's like, we are charging so much. Like, I mean, I wouldn't, like, I'm only buying this on my discount. And I didn't buy anything when I was there. I was going to buy things when I had money, but I thought I just moved. I have no money to spend on the stuff. I'm going to buy stuff when I have worked here a couple months. So I didn't actually purchase anything with my discount, which I don't think I regret necessarily, but there were some cute things. But, like, I would have only purchased them on my discount. If you guys know me, you know I'm, like, really cheap. I like to have nice things, but I'm really cheap. So, yeah. So, like, that was something that was just, like, this is an insane amount of money. Like, we can't ask people to pay $40 for a sweater that's gonna pill in 3 seconds, you know, or like a sweater that's super cute but like after one wash doesn't have the same texture. Like that stuff really rubs me the wrong way. It just kind of bothers me. It's like, oh, like let's be better, you know. Like if we're genuinely putting effort into making a style, like let's make it last, you know, or like let's make good quality products. But I mean, we're folding however many 100 sweaters a day, so like I guess it makes sense. But it was interesting. Not necessarily my vibe with a business. So I realized after working there a little bit that I didn't really like vibe with the company. I probably should have done more research before I started there. But I mean, once again, it's just like, it's just a job. You know, a person could view it as like just a job. So in that case, it doesn't really make that big of a difference, and you can work wherever. But yeah, so that was my experience working at my first job, and I actually, guys, this has never happened to me before. I let myself go / was fired. Basically, I had a no call, no show, which don't do that. That's not good. In my mind, I just like had it. I was like, I work in 2 weeks. I work in 2 weeks. I work in 2 weeks. Because they would do that too. Is like they would hire like tons of people and they wouldn't have them. They would have them on the schedule and then they would like just like cut them off the schedule for like a couple weeks and then they would have them on again. So I thought, oh, it must be my turn to be cut for 2 weeks. That's okay. But ultimately, like if you're relying on something for money, like it's not okay and you need those hours. But I thought, okay, this is my turn. But I didn't go into work because I didn't think I had work. And I had been late to every single shift. Like my shift started at 11. I show up at 11:02. I think, heck yeah, I'm only 2 minutes late. And in their minds, they wanted me there a half an hour early. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't need to be here a half an hour early. Like, that's weird. So I'll just show up when I show up. Which ultimately, once again, if you do not respect a business or their policies, you should not work there. It's not necessarily a problem on your end. It's not necessarily a problem on their end. But if you guys are not a good fit, and you already know in advance that like you're not going to be able to respect the laws that they have worked hard to put in place, then you shouldn't work there. You shouldn't work there. I think it's important to, respect whatever environment you're in. So that was some of the things that I learned with my first job. I wanted to hop into just kind of like the contrast between that job and my job now and how much I love my job now. But I feel like this video is getting a little long, so I'm going to cut this one short, but it kind of talks a little about like my work experience and what I think kind of constitutes like a successful relationship with your work environment. And I think it's just like having similar values and respecting the business and honestly like just kind of vibing with whoever you work with. Like, yeah. And then more on that in another video. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you guys learned something new.